The max cape is one of the biggest goals you can go for on OSRS. This guide will show you some great methods to max your skills while putting in just medium effort. They're not as boring as slow as the AFK methods, but these methods are not as sweaty as complicated as the max efficiency methods. Obviously, some of them will be a bit slower than the best, but I think you'll be surprised how good they can really be. Ready? Okay, let's go. We'll start with farming. Farming is a great skill to start with because you can really do it however you want. One thing I might recommend is trying daily runs. Daily runs are a great way to start farming, and the best place to start them off is at the Farming Guild. The Farming Guild is a great place to start farming because it has a lot of high-level patches, and it also has everything that you might need to do your farming. You need to fill up your watering can, need to buy some more compost, it's all here, as well as your seeds and saplings. I would recommend starting your daily farm run at the Farming Guild, and you can just do everything that's in the Farming Guild, and then do whatever else you want after that. You have a lot of options, and I think this is a great way to do it. Next up, woodcutting. The best medium effort woodcutting method is chopping Solicept trees, that's these mushroom trees, and they're located on Fossil Island. This method is definitely the best method for medium effort woodcutting, as it can get you from 80 to 110k XP per hour, and you can do it before you get level 90 for redwoods. This method is medium effort. It's somewhat AFK when you're chopping, but you do have to move around a little bit and dodge monsters. It's quite fun, it gets you a lot of XP and a lot of fossils. I definitely recommend it. Staying on Fossil Island, we'll talk about Hunter. The best medium effort Hunter method in my opinion is the Herblore. Herblore is a tracking creature, meaning you only have to left click everything and there's no tick manipulation like something like Chinchompas. Despite that, you can still get a high XP rate of 120 to up to 155k XP per hour. This method is very relaxed, you get herbs out of it, you just use a couple staminas which gets paid back for by the herbs, and you can even get some pet rolls. Herblore is the best medium effort Hunter method. Now let's talk mining. Guess what? We're still on Fossil Island. You are going to want to learn how to play Volcanic Mine on Fossil Island for your best medium effort mining experience. Volcanic Mine is a minigame with a couple different roles, but it's very easy to learn and there's a lot of community resources. It's also very rewarding as you can get over 90k XP per hour, even below level 90 with this minigame. Volcanic Mine is really very fun, and I think it's the best method for everyone to learn 99 mining. Next up, let's talk runecrafting. For runecrafting, you're going to want to play the Guardians of the Rift minigame. This minigame is new, but it has a quest that'll teach you all how to play it. If you do it correctly, you can get easily over 60k XP per hour just doing the minigame. That being said, you should easily know how to do this once you've done the quest, so for the rest of this section, I'll ask you to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get over 1,000 subs, and every single one counts, and it's free for you to do. Consider supporting this channel by subscribing or leaving a like. Alright, let's move on. For fishing, you're going to want to do Temporos, but you're not going to do it the same way that you might do it for points or pet rolls. Instead, you're not going to cook at all. You're only going to fish and put your fish in the cannon. Using a crystal harpoon, you can get anywhere from 72 up to 92k XP. This is pretty good. I think this method is pretty chill. You don't have to really do a lot. You get some rewards, you can get a pet roll, and you get some great experience along the way. Definitely recommend this method on the way to 99 fishing. Similar to fishing, for firemaking, you're going to do Wintertod, but instead of fletching and going for max points, you're just going to cut the logs and burn them in the brazier. This method is a great method for firemaking, and it's still quite rewarding. You can get anywhere from 250k up to like 330k, and this is a great, super easy, super chill method for firemaking, and of course you get pet rolls, you get loot, and you'll have 99 firemaking in no time. For construction, I recommend checking out Mahogany Homes. While traditional construction is focused on building as many things as fast as you can and removing them and building them again while getting planks from your butler, Mahogany Homes is not like that. You go around to a bunch of different places making different things, and it generally just gives you a lot more variety. But that doesn't mean that you're not getting experience. You can still get around 225k XP per hour with this method. You save a lot of planks, meaning you save money in the long run, and it's generally pretty fun as well as giving some rewards. Mahogany Homes is definitely the best medium effort construction method. For Herblore, what you're going to want to do for the most medium effort method is to use potions with a stackable secondary ingredient. These can include antivenoms like I'm showing here, but it also can include staminas anti-fires, and other similar potions. This is a lot more relaxed than using your typical 1414, and you could also speed it up if you want by doing single ticks like you see here. You can get anywhere from 280 to 330k XP per hour with this method, and you can do it with a bunch of different potions depending on what's better GP per XP at the moment. Definitely recommend these kind of potions for Herblore. For crafting, just make air battle staves. It's almost entirely free, it's really fast, 337k per hour, and you can do it whenever you just have a couple minutes downtime and you get it out of your bank. Just make air battle staves and don't worry about it, thank me later. What you're going to want to do is make adamant plate bodies and other metal items. Addy plate bodies are pretty much the standard item that you're going to be making most of the way. At the higher levels you can do rune items, and at the lower levels you can make myth plate bodies or some other items depending on your GP per XP. Addy plates will run you about 240k XP per hour, and you're going to make money on the side while you do it. Be sure to sell your finished products in an alking CC like World 308 Anvil. There they'll give you prices above the GE that are much close to the actual alk value, so you don't have to alk them yourself. For thieving, you should try Pyramid Plunder. Pyramid Plunder is a method that takes a lot less clicks than something like Knights or Pickpocketing, and it's very straightforward while being a little of variety along the way, as the loop is a bit longer, about a 7-minute loop. Pyramid Plunder can be done solo or duo, and it can get you upwards of 270k XP per hour, while at the same time you can make some money from Pharaoh Scepters. Pyramid Plunder is definitely the best method for thieving, and it's very easy and classic. For agility, what you're going to want to do is do the Prifdinous agility course. Now don't get me wrong, Hallowed Sepulchre is a lot faster, and if that's what you're into, definitely give it a shot. I would especially recommend it for the first couple floors as they're quite easy. But if the later floors are a bit too hard for you, definitely consider checking out the Prif course. It's a bit more interesting than your standard rooftops because there's portals, you get crystal shards, and the XP is quite good. Now what's this? Oh, we're back on the same course. One of the other benefits of the Prif course is that you can fletch while you're doing it. This makes fletching efficiently a 0-time skill, and you still get 60k plus agility XP per hour. I would definitely recommend that you do the Prif course for agility and fletch while you do it. You can also fletch while doing Sepulchre and other agility courses, so this is overall a great place to get your fletching and agility done. Now everyone knows prayer is fast when you're using bones on an altar, and especially the higher and more expensive bones. But have you ever tried Ensouled Heads? Ensouled Dragon Heads is about the same price and the same XP per hour as using dragon bones on the Chaos altar, but it's not in the wilderness, you can't get interrupted, and if you need to look away from the screen for a few seconds, nothing bad happens. You'll get upwards of 530k XP per hour doing this method, and it's very relaxed. I highly recommend checking out Ensouled Dragon Heads for your prayer XP. While you're training Slayer, your combat experience will increase naturally. You're going to want to prioritize things that you can burst or barrage to get your magic experience, and you can also throw in some defense this way too. Most of your melees you can do as an accelerated rate with weapons like the Arclight. You can also do tasks like Gargoyles, which are specifically weak to melees. This is a great source of melee XP. For range, you're going to get a lot of passive XP through cannon. You should cannon Dagonoths and basically anything that you can cannon in a multi-area. Overall, Slayer is going to be your main source of combat XP. I think these methods are a great way for you to make sure that you get to max in a reasonable amount of time. While, as I said, these not necessarily going to compare to the max XP methods, there's a big difference between putting in no effort and putting in some effort. As we can see, these methods will give you a reasonable amount of experience for the reasonable effort that you put in, and you can have quite a lot of fun along the way. For guides on all of these methods, feel free to search throughout YouTube. There's also Discord, such as the Skilling Methods Discord, which I'll link down below. If you enjoyed this method of maxing and this method of playing, then you're like me. If you enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, good luck on your maxing grind, and peace out.